So it's not quite the end of the season. We're back just before that for some big news and some big games. Roll the intro.
No, I won't stop.
Hello and welcome back to the Folkestone Invicta save, and we have got games against Barnsley followed by Lincoln, and that is two big games for this reason. We are second in the league, Barnsley are fifth and Lincoln are top. We've played some extra games, so it's a bit of a false dawn. However, they can only get 72 points, so technically we may not lose our spot, but we might lose it to QPR, who can get 72 then 75 if they win both games in hand. However, we're playing Barnsley, which is a big game, win that and we're pretty much in the promotion playoff sort of spot securely, I'd say. If we can beat them and Lincoln, we could cement ourselves into the top two, but it's going to be a tough ask. We have had some absolutely amazing form coming into this game, and the last game we were together for was Portsmouth-Gillingham here in the Kent Derby. We followed that up with a 1-1 draw against Bristol Rovers, Tony Weston getting our goal straight after Jed Torpey had scored for Bristol Rovers. We smashed Port Vale 5-0, Harris getting 2, Charlesley getting 2 and Stansfield getting 1. We beat Oxford United 2-1, Weston and Ashby getting the goals. A 92nd minute goal, which wrapped up the game for us. They went and scored a 94th minute goal. We beat, at the time, second place Cardiff 4-0. Tony Weston, Harry Charlesley, Stansfield and Clampin getting the goals. And we've just beaten MK Dons in an absolute thriller 3-2. Stansfield getting a goal, Bologna getting a goal, and Iomia and Huala getting the goals for them. Bologna coming to some right form at the right time. There are 4 games left of the season. We're playing Barnsley and Lincoln, and we're going to see how it's lined up. And then there may be another episode right after to do Blackpool and Wigan, depending on how it is going. But we are in a much better position than I thought. That isn't all the news, though, if we go to Club Vision. Rumoured that the club could be the subject of a takeover by the Fans Trust. So maybe the fans are going to be owning Folkestone Invicta sometime soon. We're not sure. But that's not all the news either, because... Right. This man here, Callum Davies, has bid by his name, and his last 5 games, 6.66, isn't brilliant. His average rating for the year, 6.78. He's played a good number of games for us. 22 games this year, 1 goal, no assist, no player of the matches, 6.7. Not bad when you consider he's 20 years old, 4 under-21 caps for Wales, 2 goals. He's been doing okay. We got him on a free, and his contract was going to expire. And I realised that he had Everton, Wolves, Newcastle and Crystal Palace, I think, interested in him. So not clubs the calibre of Man United, so you can see why they let him go. But yeah, so I gave him a new contract. His old contract had a £3.5 million release clause in it to a team in a higher division. And I thought, you know, we'll up that. He's clearly got something about him. If those clubs, now that he's playing games, if those clubs are interested in him, then we'll up it. And we'll try and get a higher release clause, which is exactly what we did. And as soon as that was done, Wolves decided to match it for £9 million. Now, I'm more than happy for this to happen, because he has been playing a lot this season. He has been doing okay. He doesn't really score. He doesn't really assist. We're probably playing him in a slightly wrong role. All we've done is train him to now be an attacking midfielder where he couldn't really play there before. We've been training him to do that to fit our formation a little bit better. Yes, he has some good stats. He is progressing. His development is looking pretty decent, as you can see. Since he's been playing lots of games, or more games, he has gone up from 2.5 to 3 stars. So he's getting to his potential. Wolves came in, they went 5 million, bosh, on the table, cash, all cash. I went, no, pay his release fee. They said no. They came in with a bid of like 6.5 million. I said, no, pay his release fee of 9 million. And they went, yeah, all right. And they've just now paid 9 million. He hasn't agreed to their contract yet, so it might not go through. We're looking at a couple of youngsters as well that we've put a few bids in for, just to boost the youth team as we go through. But yeah, he's still deciding over their contract, to be honest. £9 million would be ludicrously good for us right now. It would mean we might get a transfer budget next year if it all goes through. It would mean we could clear our debt off. It would mean we could build some new infrastructure at the club. It would be ridiculous. For a guy we picked up on a free transfer from Man United, I'm very, very happy if we can get him sold for £9 million. That's the big news. But let's get into the game against Barnsley today. So in we go, match preview. I've picked the squad. We're not really changing the squad that much at the moment. Now, I am expecting us to lose both these games. Barnsley and Lincoln are pretty good. But let's see how again. Charsley has now improved his relationship with both strikers, so we've got a good little love triangle going on up there. Charsley signed a new contract with us. We've agreed to sign Weston at the end of the year as well on a permanent deal from Montpellier. Benteke's going. Ianotto's is making a free transfer to Sheriff Tiraspol. And we've agreed, I think, to release Jan Danda from his contract, Uakwe from his contract, and I think it's Woodward as well from his contract, because Byram and Lunzig now have that right wing spot down. It's been very, very good, which is good. Will Dennis has also got some interest in him from Sheffield United, which is interesting. Hopefully, we won't have to go on a hunt for yet another goalkeeper in this save, but it seems to be the way it's going. But yeah, back for a little bit of a extra episode because of all the news. Who knows? We may get that transfer, that takeover confirmed between these two games as well. So if we go into it, we are away. So yeah, let's encourage them, and then we'll passionately tell them that we've got faith. You know, Ross can do the general team talk. We'll go and talk to everybody individually, and then let's get the game underway. But you can see 4 points off top, 4 points away from third and fourth, and 5 points ahead of Barnsley. So a big game. We need Bologna and Stansfield on form. They are scoring goals. We've renewed. Stansfield's got a new contract as well. A lot of the youngsters that we are rated reasonably highly have got new contracts, so we'll have to see how they progress as well. But here come Barnsley. Florini on the attack. Over to Brown. Brown up against Clampin. Clampin's got a new contract as well because he's been playing really well towards the end of this season, as Veron has got possibly the easiest goal he'll ever score. Vicente Veron looks very, very good. Where'd they get him from? Dep Moron in Argentina. 2 really good seasons for them, for Barnsley, back-to-back. So he's having a good season. And we find ourselves 1-0 down inside 4 minutes, which isn't... well, it's not wonderful. It's not the best. It's pretty annoying. Harry Charsley over the free kick. Fires it in. Bologna puts it over the bar. Really not a good header, that one, from our star striker. Aina goes long. Veron's coming from the wing. And doing a Kalu. Martinelli. Out to O'Connor. O'Connor's... we need to go and put some pressure on him. We do. Kalu picks it up into Florini. Florini back to O'Connor. O'Connor, in it goes. Filisher shot blocked, and Davies gets it away. And he's going to have that £9 million potential move on his mind, I'm sure. Veron hits the free kick into the side netting. And it remains 1-0. I just want to be able to shout at my players, please, Football Manager. What a stupid, setup that is. It's 2-0 Barnsley. We've come into this game in such good form. And now we are struggling. Vincent Veron seems to be making everything tick for Barnsley. Very annoying. As he takes his corner, in it goes. Kalu free header. Terrible marking. Absolutely shocking. Demand more, please. Maybe they are a bit more able to counter our short passing, tiki-taka, new sort of style. Bologna hits that free kick past the post. No one really performing very well for us at the moment. Should be able to bring that ball down ready. He does. Goes long looking for Stansfield. Heads it back inside to Charsley. Back out to Clampin. We just need to sort of get one of our moves going. Goes round Brown real easily. Can he find someone with the cross? Clampin lays it back to Harris. Back to Clampin. Back to Harris. Harris shoots. Taps over the bar by Thabanetzo. And yeah, we're 1 goal and we're back in it. Lincoln City have gone 2-0 up, which is really annoying. I was hoping we could maybe get them back in. But O'Connor's stolen the ball, and he could have been through 1-on-1 if he had more pace. But he gives it to the deadly Veron. Vicente Veron goes wide into O'Connor. Cuts it all the way back towards Aina. Aina is there. Tries to beat Clampin, and it's a good tackle from the left wing back. And Aina keeps the ball alive. Right, sorry about that. My wife came in to ask me a question. Back to the game as we play on. Right, get creative. Let's do something here. 2-0 down. Byram's picked up an injury. Philskirk has the ball. Lays it back into Veron. O'Connor. Barnsley are showing their class. Kalu. Martinelli. Burke. Into O'Connor. O'Connor to Kalu. Veron. They're just working it around so well here. Barnsley over the bar. We stay in second. 7 points off Lincoln, though. They are easily the best team in the division. Ready. Ready goes long looking for Bologna. Into Charsley. Not good knockdown. Bologna keeps it alive. Harris. To Clampin. Bit of space on the left. Can he beat his man? No. Brown robs the ball off him very easily. Ferrarini. Aina. Goes long. Easy for Reddy, that one. Brings it down. Into Dennis. Dennis into Harris. Bit of a risky ball, but he got there. Reddy. Out to Clampin. Clampin. Ball across. Baloney's there and it's gone in. He couldn't keep it out. 19th goal of the season. 2-1. We're back in with a chance now. And that's a good goal. We worked that really, really well. Harris here, ready. Put the ball on. I thought the defender was going to come and get it, but he let it go. Clampin got on it with his bright red hair. Lovely cross in, and Baloney's there with a good header, and the keeper couldn't keep it out. Palms it into the roof of the net. And we make it 2-1, and we are coming back into the game, giving up possession, which is unlike us. But if we can get... with their 2 games in hand on us, we really need to try and keep this gap ahead. We do need another goal. Ashby puts Brown under pressure, but Aina picks it up. Ball across. Reddy heads it away. Kalu. Shoot. Blocked. O'Connor will pick up the loose ball. Yeah, let's go and close down Vincent Veron. There he is. Let's get on him, Sam Byram. He does put him under pressure. Martinelli. Kalu into O'Connor. O'Connor back to Kalu. O'Connor again. We have got men round him, making it difficult. Kalu back to O'Connor. Back to Kalu. Let's see if we can nick this ball. Martinelli, Florini. We're keeping a good defensive shape, but there is a bit of space for Aina on the right-hand side. And it goes back to Kalu. Back to Martinelli. O'Connor. Barnsley working it well. Patient. Keeping it on the edge. Into Veron. And we put a tackle in and we do block it. O'Connor back across and Philliskirk puts it past the wrong side of the post. And it remains 2-1 to Barnsley. And we need to keep working. I think it's going to be Luzhnig for Byram at half-time. And maybe Stansfield for Weston. See if we can celebrate making the move to Folkestone Invicta permanent. That is disappointing. And then assertively, faithy faith. You know, all of that faith. That's what they want to hear. That's what they want. We are going to do Byram for Luzhnig. Byram probably isn't going to get a new contract. I'm undecided yet. There's not many right wing backs available to sign. If we can get... I don't know how much of this 9 million, if it goes through, how much is going to go into our transfer budget, but I hope it's a lot because we need to go and sign players for next season. Luzhnig into Baloney. It's cleared away, but Ashby picks it up into Harris. Harris goes back to Reddy. Lots of space out on the left for Clampin, who picks up the ball. He kept that wide space really, really good. Harris back to Davies. Davies can pick a pass into Harris. Back to Davies. Back to Harris. Clampin's in space on the left-hand side. He gets into the box, beats his man, cuts it back. Luzhnig's beaten in the air by O'Connor. And Barnsley will look to come away. And Philskirk gets the wrong side. And he's in on goal. Good block. And Luzhnig picks up the loose ball. 50 minutes in. 2-1 down still. We need something to happen. Veron's tackled on the ball. Sort of very close proximity, all those midfielders there. Davies. Back to Reddy. Reddy all the way back to Dennis. Interested by Sheffield United for transfer. Davies. Harris. Harris out to the right-hand side to Luzhnig in a bit of space. Luzhnig, can he beat his man? Veron gets back at him, but Luzhnig holds on to the ball. Davies moves it back across. Clampin's at the back post. Oh, it's touched. Surely. Pass back, referee. Surely a pass back there. I think we are going to do Stansfield for Weston. And we'll bring him on. Christian Benteke has definitely said he's going to retire at the end of the season. We offered him a chance for a new contract. He said no. He wants to become a director of football. And it turns out he's an absolutely terrible director of football. So we're not going to be giving him that role. I think we're also going to get a bit more action in the old libero. Ashby off. Humphreys on. In there. Confirmed sub. But it's down the wrong end. Barnsley with a corner. Veron already got 1 assist from a corner. And he nearly got another because Ania beat Reddy in the air. We just need to keep this working. Come on, let me demand more. Corner. Our own corner. Luzhnig fires it in. Clampin at the back post. Straight at Thabasetso. Netzo. Nso. However you say it. And we could be on the result. We're at the end of a unfavourable result here. Dennis. Just taking his time. Up to Harris. Into Charsley. Charsley to Harris. All the way over to Luzhnig. Not sure if it was meant for him, but he's gone there. Back to Okocha, who's been robbed by Veron. And Okocha has really just lost out. Veron holds the ball up. Back to Kalu. Dennis with a fantastic save to get a fingertip to it. Terrible play from Okocha to lose the ball there. Philskirk into O'Connor. Back to Kalu. In it goes. Davies with a header. It's gone in. It's 3-1. That's probably going to be the end of the game in terms of what we can offer. Let's go back to a standard sort of passing. Yeah, we'll keep all that there. But 3-1 Barnsley. They've just shown their class at home in front of their own fans. They've done a good job, to be fair. Let's just change these to central defenders, just so that we're not looking for those risky passes too often now. 3-1's fine. Well, it's not fine. It's rubbish. But you know, I don't really want to lose any more than that. Goal difference could be important. Weston, O'Connor gets it away. Davies recovers the ball. Back to Okocha. Humphreys. Oh, good ball out to Weston, who's pulled wide. Weston into Harris. He does just about to get there. Ready. Humphreys again. All the way back to Okocha. A bit of space out on the right. Okocha's looking left, though. Goes back to Dennis, keeping the ball. Up to Harris. Harris out to Clampin on the left-hand side. What can he do? Clampin back to Harris again. Harris just on the ball. Back to Reddy. Clampin, I say, they're leaving Clampin in a lot of space on that left-hand side. Ball across, and it's there. Oh, what a save. Bellini seemed to tackle the defender, and the goalkeeper pounced on it really quickly to make the save. And I'm just wondering if this loss, does this mean the automatic promotion place dream is over? You've got to think we were down in 11th at one point this season, so it's been a very good season again to get into the playoffs if we can do it. And we blocked the cross there. Stevanovic just wins the corner for Barnsley, which they'll be very happy with, to be honest. They're not going to want to press too much. Luznik probably could have let that go out, but Florini picks up the loose header. It goes all the way over to Veron, who's had a very good... No one goes to pressure him, and Dennis touches the ball behind. Let's go attacking. There's 10 minutes left. We'll see what we can get out of the game on attack. As Veron fires it in, nothing comes of that. And we're down the other end. Burke clears. Okocha picks up the loose ball. All the way back to Dennis again. He could have come out here. Could have gone to the right-hand side. Okocha's one we're not sure if he's going to get a new contract at the end of the season. Harris. Charsley. Back to Harris. Harris comes forward. Lots of space on the right-hand side. He picks out Luzhnik. We've lost... Stefanovic give away a penalty. Oh, Luzhnik's just gone on his own and scored. 3-2. 10 minutes to go. We could be in with a chance. Costanzo isn't in the squad because he's missing the rest of the season with a dislocated shoulder. So we've sent him to the specialist to try and get it covered. Luzhnik did really well. Got around the tackle of Stefanovic. Left-footed finish. Keeper will be disappointed to be beaten at the near post. Look at this shot stats. We have battered them in terms of shooting and shots on target. But 4 minutes of injury time to go. I don't think we're going to have enough to pull this one out the bag. Veron into Davies. Davies back to Veron. Shoots. Dennis makes the save and keeps the ball in play. So we may just have a chance. One more chance. And it is from Dennis out the back. Into Humphreys. Humphreys to Davies. Up to Charsley. We're moving it forward a lot quicker now. Charsley into Luzhnik. Luzhnik, can he beat his man again? He puts a good cross in. Weston knocks it down. Baloney over the bar. Good interplay between the strikers, but it doesn't really come to anything. Ready. Looking for the run down the left, but no one's there. Davies, there's about just under a minute left. Ainey into Martinelli. Charsley was trying to rob the ball. Aina again. Davies out on the right hand side. Davies is put under pressure. Kalu, Florini, they're just keeping the ball well here. Barnsley keeping it away from us. 20 seconds to go. Aina into Martinelli. Kalu, Martinelli tries to pick out Davies and does. He gets fouled. That will be the end of the game. They'll take their time here. Won't worry about taking this quickly. I wonder if there'll even be time for them to take it. Veron just letting the time go down. Fires it in towards the back. It's going to fall here to Luzhnik. He gets it away. Hoofed away. There's the end of the game. Unlucky. A 3-2 loss away at Barnsley. I will sympathise for them. I thought they played very, very well. But next up is Lincoln, and we'll have to see what goes. So that secures Lincoln a playoff spot. Byram is injured for 9 days to 2 weeks, and Luzhnik impresses for Folkestone, which is good. Let's try and figure this out. How many points do we need to confirm a playoff spot? So 65. So we are 8 points ahead of Portsmouth, and we've played one game extra. So if they win that, it's 5 points. That's going to be close, isn't it? That is going to be very, very close. We could slip out. We could keep a spot in the automatic places. Lincoln, who are quite far ahead in the league, haven't even got a promotion place guaranteed yet. So it's going to be very, very interesting and tense down to the last few minutes. Gillian Fail losing 4-2 at home to Swindon. We'll be back for the game against Lincoln in just a second. So we're back for the game against Lincoln, where I think I've just got a news article that said they can win the league. Promotion. They can guarantee promotion if they beat us today. So they've got a lot riding on it, as have we. And in more bizarre news, Callum Davies turned the contract down. So we might not be getting 9 million. He's still got clubs interested in him. Everton, Leeds and Newcastle. But yeah, we might not be getting 9 million now, which is disappointing, to be honest. Let's go into the match preview against Lincoln. This is how we're going to line up. It's a similar team to last time. We've got Kokubinski is just not fit enough to play. Costanzo is still coming back from his dislocated shoulder, so isn't ready. Could start Ianate instead of Davies, but I think he's been playing reasonably well, so we'll keep him in there at the moment. Maybe start Weston. No, we'll keep with Bologna and Stansford. They are our top goal scorers. Not sure about Okocha. That's the only one I'm not sure about starting in there, but we haven't really got anyone else we could go for, so we're going to go for it. Keelan Grant, actually, Christian Grant, sorry, has been getting a few more games this season. Been playing reasonably well, so I think next year he'll be, again, probably our backup left wing back. We'll see if we keep, or Clampin signed the new contract, so it'll probably Clampin and Grant again, rotating with Boateng in there as well. But let's get into this game. We're going to stick with that team and that formation. We're going to go for it. At home, Dennis in goal, Ashby, Humphreys, Okocha, Luznig, Clampin, Harris, Davies, Charsley, Bologna and Stansfield. They're lining up in a 4-1-2-2-1. They're a very good team. It's going to be very, very tough. Let's go for assertively. We can potentially secure a playoff spot with a win, so I expect nothing less. Probably not the bravest thing to say, or maybe it is the bravest thing to say against a team at the top of the division. Can book their tickets. We've put ourselves in a good place. He's been truly fantastic, and it's a great thing to see him do that. Are you happy with... Yeah, I am. I'm very happy with his performance as a libero. I think he's been very good playing in that role, which is always going to be a tough role to fill in this formation. We may change it to a covering centre-back at some point, but I think the libero just offers us an option, a passing outlet in the centre of midfield, which is what we sort of need, to be honest, because we're trying to keep the ball now that we're doing the shorter passing. But Lincoln have a corner. Mason over it, in swinger. Looks for Walker. Dennis makes the save. So we could potentially secure a promotion playoff spot, which would be lovely if we can make that happen. Bowden into Sibley. Sibley back to Bowden. Bowden to Sibley again. Out to Burrows. He's looking to beat his man. Sibley's held up on the ball. Burrows, shot blocked. Mason picks up. We can't just can't nick the ball. It seems to be... My worry is that if we do get promoted, this is what's going to happen to us a lot. We're going to get outplayed a hell of a lot with the ball. Harris goes long looking for Bologna. Thornley with a good interception though, and yeah, Lincoln are sort of getting the edge in the game at the moment. But we'll have to see. You know, we're not too bad in terms of holding our own and then breaking, but we'll have to wait and see. Mason, Okocha with a header. Taylor Hart gets there. Mason again. Puts the ball across. Walker's at the back post, and he shoots. Wrong side of the post, though, for him. And good side of the post for us. Let's do a get creative. We haven't really done much in this game as of yet. Obviously, come back for 2 live comms, and they both go horrendously wrong. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully. Well, maybe I shouldn't live comm the end of the season and then the playoffs if we get there, because we'll lose. So, depending on how you want to do it. But yeah, so... let me know down below, what do you think we should do in terms of signings for next year? Where do we need to strengthen? What do you think we need to do? Like, we're talking centre backs, wing backs, strikers, midfielders. Where do you think we need to invest? Because this is we're one club here. I'm interested to see your feedback as well. So we should encourage the team. Yeah, go on then. Go and encourage the team. And then assertively, there's a lot more to come, because we're not playing to our best. We're definitely not. I think one of the reasons Callum Davies probably rejected the contract from Wolves is because he literally just signed a new one with us. But it's still very strange for that to happen. Clampin is having a shocker. So Boateng's going to come on left wing. Charlesley's not playing well either. I have occasionally played Benteke in this role to give us some height. He just doesn't really have the sort of passing. Well, passing's 11. It's not bad. Comparing it to Charsley, who's got passing 12, it's not that. Yeah, let's go for it. Benteke on, attacking midfield. Big Christian in attacking midfield. Not only would be expecting that, so let's go for it. Sibley comes forward with it, looks for Taylor Hart. Boateng, great clearance into Stansfield's feet. Benteke picks the ball up and holds on to it. Good target man play in attacking midfield from Big Christian Benteke. Yeah, he thinks we should be playing a few more long balls, do you, Ross? Okay, let's just go a little bit. We'll go to a standard style of passing. We'll drop the tempo down. And let's go and pressure them a little bit more. Try and make them rush their passes and get into it. So 56 minutes gone. We've had 1 shot on target in the whole game so far. But the score is still 0-0. Walker back to Michelin. Michelin to Mason. Mason to Ball. Ball on the ball, is what I was about to say there. Forced backwards really well. Sibley back to Ball again. into Michelin. Sibley, there's a good run there from Mason, and he's picked him out. Into Sibley. Sibley shoots from range. Dennis with an easy save, and he holds onto the ball well. Excuse me while I look down at my laptop here. So Stansfield's having a shocker. So I think Stansfield for Western may be our next sub. Harris into Boateng. Ball across. Benteke! From attacking midfield. Big Christian Benteke gets the goal. Yes, boy. That's what we want to see. 66 minutes gone. We go 1-0 up. And Christian Benteke, here he is, just loitering around. Great cross from Boateng. The two subs combine. And that's why you buy Christian Benteke, for those sorts of headers. It's a wonderful header, to be honest. 20 minutes to go. Now, can we hold on? What do I want to do here? We've got 6.6 Humphrey, 6.5 Luzhnig, 6.5 Stansfield. I'm going to go... Sensible thing to do would probably be Humphreys, put Ashby into Libero. Luzhnig, we haven't really got a replacement on the bench for him. Ready, probably Ready. Oh, I really want to bring on Weston. We're going to do Weston for Stansfield. Always trust your gut. Always trust your gut in these instincts. We're going to see how this highlight plays out before I say anything. Michelin, ball across, intercepted well by Davies. Ashby goes long. It's easy for Thorne. Benteke heads it down and it's cleared away. And that should be easy for Dennis, and it is. So Ashby into Dennis again. Humphreys up to Harris, back to Humphreys. Okocha, just play it out here. Easy ball, that's it. Boateng back to Okocha. They're starting to put the squeeze on a little bit more. Okocha plays it long, looking for Bologna. Heads it down to Luzhnig. Luzhnig beats his man. He's into the air. Luzhnig shoots, touched over the bar by Vickers. 15 minutes to go. Give him some praise to say that I'm happy. We have got back into it in the second half. Ball across, it's headed away. And Walker's going to get there, and he just about keeps it in as well. He does very well there, Walker. Out to Sibley with a wonderful ball to the left-hand side. One more to Burrows. Burrows cuts in field, and we sort of about hold them up. But, another highlight. Burrows tackled well, and Mason picks it up. Michelin, ball across. Walker brings it down, lays it back to Bowden. Shots blocked. Benteke clears, and Thornley wins the header. Not long to go. We're going to start time wasting. We're going to start that time wasting. 81 minutes gone. 83 minutes gone. We're going to go really time wasting now. 84 minutes gone. 86 minutes gone. Up to Luzhnig. Luzhnig on the ball. Don't get caught on it. He's got caught on it. Burrows brings it forward. Burrows running at the defence. He's still going, Burrows. He's into the box, cuts it back, and Bowden picks up the loose ball on the edge of the box. Michelin for Lincoln. Shot blocked, Bowden. Shot blocked again. Michelin picks up crosser there, and Ashby with a great clearance. Weston can't get there. Ball keeps it alive for Lincoln. Mason comes forward. It's forced wide. Luzhnig. Oh, it's a penalty. It's a penalty to Lincoln in the last few minutes. Come on, Will Dennis. Big save. He doesn't save many penalties. Oh, it's in off the post. That's a fabulous penalty, to be honest. Oh, can you believe it? The second half, we've got really back into it, took the lead, and then Luzhnig gives away a penalty. Oh, gutting. 2 minutes to go. Out to Boateng on the left-hand side. It's a good ball from Dennis, to be honest. Boateng, oh, he's caught on it as well. Collette comes forward. He's still running forward. Harris gets back at him. Okocha up towards Bologna. Bologna could put Stansfield through, but he's going to go on his own. Bologna shoots over the bar. I think because we're running at the defence, that's where we're getting caught on it. I mean, 1-1, still a great result for us, but it was going to blow the league title race wide back open if we got that win. There's still chance. 4 minutes of injury time. Boateng crosses it in. Bologna with a header over the bar again. Get creative for the last... Wow, this is game over now. Harris to Okocha. Oh, he's lost out to Collette and then puts it up the line. Bowden. Gathacol. And there's the... I mean, I'll take 1-1 against the league leaders. He's opened it up for Barnsley and everyone below us, but I'm very happy with that performance, to be fair. It's a good little performance against Lincoln. And we're denied by a late goal. Can you believe it? Denied by the late goal. Miss out on £9 million as well. And no news on the takeover. But we'll have to see. Well, we may be back then for the final game of the season. We probably won't do both of them. We'll probably come back for the final game of the season because it looks like we're going to be going to the playoffs. But it's all to play for. We'll be back in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please leave a like and comment below. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.